everybody. This is Coach Cofield here with our guest for today, Mr. Kelvin Dean, super superstar at FAMU University. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, sir. How about you?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. Man, it's interesting. I don't know if we even talked about it, but you graduated from Rickards and so did I.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, 3013.
30, yeah, I graduated in 1976. So that's a long, 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 long way, long, long time ago. And we let's talk about you. You came from Chipley to Rickards. Talk about that situation and how that came about.
I just started playing 7-on-7 over here. I actually met a guy by the name of Harrison Smith that kind of introduced me to the 7-on-7 scene. And then throughout him, I was playing with his team. He had a lot of 5 stars, and so I saw Coach Rispers, Devin Rispers had an underdog team called the Record Breakers, and I was like, I'm gonna play the underdogs, try to make us become big dogs. You know what I'm saying? And we ended up beating that same team I switched from in the Tallahassee tournament and winning it all. So I mean, that was a good change for me. But yeah, that 7-on-7 team had a lot of Rickards players, and my parents were starting to get more and more comfortable with the move. Also, my god brother, he's older than me, but he's my mother's godson. He had ended up getting a house in Tallahassee, which made it even easier for me to have a home over here. So uh, that whole transition just kind of came throughout playing 7-on-7, getting closer to my teammates, and deciding like if you want to get bigger schools looking at you, you're gonna have to go to a bigger school. So I made that move, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Oh, okay, man. Um, what kind of success you had before you got? You say you had some great success at Chipley and wasn't getting any notice or anything, and you decided to make the move.
As a freshman, I had 17 touchdowns, uh,
Wow.
four interceptions. As a 10th grader, I had 12 touchdowns, a kickoff return, or 2 receiving touchdowns. That's 12 rushing. So I probably had 16 touchdowns and 1,200 yards as a sophomore. My junior year, I had 2,200 yards. I had 30 touchdowns, and I was the 1A player of the year and
Wait,
MVP
wait,
in my.
you say 30?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
And my senior year, I moved to Rickards. I had like 1,300 yards and 13 touchdowns. I missed a few games with injuries or a few quarters of games, so it was kind of like it was just an adjustment. Football was way faster the higher level you go. So
Wow, good. So what when you got the records, he left there and went to FAU,
yes, sir.
and how was it there?
The area was good. It was good for me. My freshman year, I actually was like the second back on the in the rotation. I got in the game. I had a good carry, 6 yards, first down. Second carry in my college career, I fumbled, and it was like, it was just a terrible luck for me. They took it back to the crib, so it was a fumble and a recovery return. So they kind of decided like, listen, we're gonna redshirt him, let him work on ball security. I ended up still playing in like 4 or 5 games, or 4 games. That was the rule my freshman year before they redshirted me. But the staff was real high on me. As soon as that happened, the staff started getting offers from everywhere because they had won 2 conference championships in 3 years. And my freshman year was the year we won another conference championship. So I also got a ring there. Our coaches left and went to Ole Miss. So we got a new coach, and it was Willie Taggart. He wasn't really messing with me when I was in Tallahassee. I would go on visits; they would never give me the offer. I would go to the camp and press. I still wouldn't get offer. So it was kind of like a bad situation for me to get him, knowing we didn't really have the best history. So them few years there with him, it was tough. I was working hard. I just felt like I wasn't getting the chance I deserved. So that's when I decided to enter the portal. And Coach Rispers, it's levels in life. He had moved up another level to FAMU, and he was the first guy on my trail. Like, come on, like, come home. Let's get that image. Let's get that feeling back, and show the world what you can do. And that was an amazing decision.
And you got here, and the experience with Coach Simmons. How was that with you?
I like Coach Simmons, man. He was offensive heavy. Like, I've always had coaches that were on the offensive side of the ball, so it made it easier for us to get closer with the head coach. His play calling is crazy. Like, he'll do something that you wouldn't even expect him to do, and it'll work out. Like the Celebration Bowl, we did a throwback, a running back seam, and a flea flicker to win the game. So like, I mean, he's just unorthodox, but it works. So I like everything about him. Like, he's a great, respectable guy. He's loved by the community. That was probably my favorite head coach that I've had.
You had when did you know him beforehand? Before you
Yeah, I
got the
did.
fame?
Yeah, I did. In high school, we used to talk all the time. I was around here. They would let me come to games for free. Just come tour the locker room and stuff. But at the time, fam wasn't. It wasn't like buzzing like it is now, and HBCU wasn't as known as it is now. So I feel like the timing just wasn't right. But we was definitely already communicating when I was in high school.
How many schools are recruiting you out of high school? Uh,
I had I think 23 offers.
wow.
23 offers out of high school. Yeah.
And what kind? What name some of those schools?
Uh, I had a few American schools. I had Cincinnati. I was talking to Memphis. FAU obviously. I had Marshall. I had so many. I just had FIU. I could say probably every school in Conference USA I had, and about half of the American Conference. Because once one school from a conference offers you, then here comes their rivals looking at you. So, like, I just started stacking up offers back to back from schools like that. Also, I ended up committing to Temple. That's an American school. I committed to them first, but their head coach ended up getting a new job at Georgia Tech, so I had to end up decommitting.
Okay. When as you're going through your career, things that in college kind of changed with NIL. Was that anything you was involved with when you were at FAU, your fam?
Not seriously, not at FAU. They really just paid us what we got paid. NIL didn't start until like my last year there.
Right.
So I didn't really get any extra funds there besides what my scholarship offered me. As far as here, they've been helping me out a little bit. They trying to get a collective lunch and stuff. I mean, it's my last year, so all the help, I'll take it. As far as I got a few deals like Hot Works, gyms and stuff like that, food, like stuff
Yeah.
that'll help me save money. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go work out, I can go to the gym for free. I can go to the taco spot and I can eat for free once or twice a week. So it's just little things like that. I mean, we're not big as Florida State, but it's definitely on the way. Like they got some stuff in the process, so it's gonna be real good for the guys in the next coming years. Hopefully it gets good here for us this season. They'll be able to help us out a little bit more, like financially.
What is they had the portal when you came with what made it easy for you to transfer. What do you think about the portal and how it's affecting college football?
I mean, I like the portal. Why not let the athletes have a chance to go somewhere and be re-recruited, feel that love again? It's not a chance that or opportunity that everybody gets. Like you can go somewhere and hate it and have a terrible experience. As soon as you hit the portal and you feel the love of these new coaches, you can go in and have the best moments of your life. Like I feel like it's a great addition. It hurts high school a little bit, but I mean, this is life. It's wins and losses. I feel like the portal definitely helps people like me. Like it changed my life. No, I was having thoughts about not playing football before I got here. So, and on my decision to come to FAM, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't an easy decision. Like, I had App State. I was trying to go somewhere bigger, just to feel like okay, you're on the same level. Like I'm not. I didn't want to feel like I was dropping down a level as far as football wise. So I was trying to stay on the same level I was, but I would have lost a lot of credits trying to go to Appalachian State. And FAMU was close to home. I was like, the love of the fans is different. They've been good in the past years, and next year we got a pretty good schedule, a good opportunity to win the national championship. So why not go contribute to that? And also not to mention one of our running backs this year is on the Patriots, which gives me even more motivation. Like,
Oh,
okay, you can go from here.
yeah, that is good. You know that you can still go to the pros. And that's your goal in football is to be in the NFL.
Oh yeah, most def. I want to be. I mean, I want to have a good career in the NFL. I just want to be able to take care of the people that took care of me for so long, or give back to my community. invest. I just want to, I got a lot of ideas I want to do. I just need the right situation to make them happen. So a lot of people I want to help out.
Mhm. And when you get, what is your major anyway? I didn't even ask you that.
I have a minor in business, major in general studies, and I'm about to have a master in health, leisure, and fitness. So I'm
So you
chasing
grad,
my third degree right now.
so you graduated.
Yes, sir.
That's
I
awesome, man.
graduated last December. I actually couldn't go to graduation because of the Celebration Bowl. So luckily, the Lord blessed me. Like, here, since you can't go walk the stage, we'll put you on the stage right here with the MVP trophy.
Now talk about that game, man. It really put you on the map, making those great plays and winning the game, touchdowns and stuff. I mean, what was going through y'all head when you got there before you got? You look like y'all kind of started off kind of slow, and y'all really got
Uh,
into it. Was it
but,
what was that all about?
um, we was locked in for the most part. We throughout the season, we never were a team that started fast.
Yeah,
We were just a team that took the wins and with the losses and the losses with the wins. Like never get too low or never get too high. That was always a key phrase for us because there's a lot of games we started off slow, 14-0, or you know what I'm saying. It's a couple games. Texas Southern, we started off slow, losing. The halftime speech always get us right. I mean, just know it's dangerous for any team that's up 7 points at halftime with the type of team we were. You know what I'm saying, or 10 points. So, uh, we just we're being us, and we were that team that came out in the second half and changed the whole identity of the ball game, and it worked out for us. But our mindset that week, I mean, we were locked in, practices were going good. It was just a little difficult as far as the week before we went to Atlanta, because we're not from somewhere where it's cold, so we practicing in 25 degrees, 30 degrees. Everybody got sweatpants on and long sleeves, so it was kind of rough. Like that week of practice before we went to Atlanta was kind of rough, just the weather part of it. I mean, we battled through it and made it and had good complete practices, but you could kind of tell the weather played a small part in our preparation the first week before we went to Atlanta.
wow. And talk about the game. You guys, as you started off slow, you never worry about the what's going on. You just the next play looked like. And when you got the opportunity to catch that the winning the win the game, got the MVP trophy, what was going through your mind, bro?
First off, shout out to Coach Simmons because I don't know if too many people even realize this because when you do something good, it kind of gets rid of the bad. But in my mind, I was still reminiscing on what I did in the first quarter. I fumbled my first carry. Like people
Oh,
don't know that, but I went on the sideline and I was like, my mind was racing, but in my mind, I'm like, just stay up and let them know you still here. Like people don't know, I ain't get back in the game until the fourth quarter. From the first quarter, I ain't that when I got back in and scored that touchdown, that was my first play back in the game. So
what?
Coach Simmons came to me at the beginning of the fourth quarter, like, be ready, we coming back to you. And I'm like, okay, here go my opportunity. What am I gonna do with it? I stayed up all game. I was congratulating my teammates for their success, whatever they did. And when my opportunity came to impact the game positively, I did it. I just handled business. So in my mind, I was ready. We practiced that play so many times the past 2-3 weeks before the game, and I was like, this like clockwork. It's just like practice, and it worked out just like practice.
What is? Do you remember what you were going through your mind at that time, or you knew it was going to be a touchdown, or what?
Oh yeah, in
What?
my mind, I'm like, every time I did this play at practice, it was wide open. And so Coach Simmons did something like call a run play, you know, that same way, and then I run the ball and it come back the same play and play action, and then the quarterback rolled to the right. So now everybody think it's a throw, and here I come out the back door, and that's for the second touchdown. So I mean, he set it up. The first one I kind of knew how it's gonna be once I paid attention to the linebacker. He ain't really dropped back. I was like, all Musa got to do is throw a touch pass, and it's gonna be a touchdown. I really didn't even have to jump. I just wanted to make it look good when I caught the ball. So I'm like,
Man,
listen.
you gotta you gotta just catch the ball. Don't worry about how to make it look.
So yeah, I knew in my mind when Simmons called that play, it was gonna be a touchdown.
Wow, that's something. It's good to know you have that much confidence in the play calling of your coach. you got you got the MVP, right?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't play, but you played basically the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Maybe.
the fourth quarter, I had maybe 3 carries that game. 2 carries. I had 2 carries and 2 catches for
And
almost
touchdown.
100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
Wow, golly.
Yeah,
It was
so it
more.
was. Imagine I played the whole game. It'd have been scary, man. But I'm just glad I got the opportunity, and coach came back to me.
Okay, now you're getting into the year after the 24 season. Uh, what's what's your expectations coming this year?
I want to get plenty of carries, more than last year. I want to make my carries way more productive personally. I just want to have a real productive season. I want to have a healthy season, but I want to put it all on the line and try to run it back. I think that's the same mindset of my team. So as far as a team go, I want to see us come out and just put the pedal to the metal and enforce our dominance on anybody we have a chance to. And also, I want to see us go impress against Miami and Troy. I mean, that's how the scouts gonna come see how good we really are. Is when we go play a team that's way bigger than us, got more resources than us, and can still show that we dogs. So my mindset is, just let's come be dogs, man. Let's not think too much about it. Let's just play comfortable football and let's dominate people.
So you're expecting the same kind of season you had last year? I mean, did any new additions that the guys you see that can step in and replace some of the guys you lost last year?
I think we made all the necessary replacements. Not saying the guys we had last year weren't dogs, but from the looks of things, we made the necessary replacements. We'll never know how good they are until we start to see them on tape. So I'm not sure yet how good we're gonna be based off of. I mean, on paper it could say anything. I just want to see how these boys are when fall camp comes around, so I can really feel their energy, see what type of leaders they are on the field, what type of motivators they are, how hard they work when they tired. It's certain little small stuff that you got to pay attention to know what you're gonna get out of a person in a 4 quarter football game.
Now you got a new coach this year. Uh, you had a spring to see how he is, see how he coach a little bit. You don't never know till the game comes along. But what do you think about your new coach?
I love how he coaches. I feel like we're gonna have a way healthier team, less banged up coming into games, so we can all get plenty of reps. And I think he's gonna use the depth that we have right. I feel like he's all for us, so that's good. That's what you need, a player coach that does this for you guys and not for personal gain. Like he want to see us be successful too. So I mean, I like the whole practice schedule that we had this spring. He made sure to take care of the guys, so it was a good productive spring. I like the way he did it. It's gonna be interesting to see how good we operate. We got a lot of transfers coming in this fall camp, so these 30 days or however long will give us some time to kind of mend things together.
Well, how's the off season going so far anyway with you?
It's going good for me. I'm working, man. Chasing these goals I had for the off season, certain stuff that I wanted to work on, just so I won't have any flaws in my game next year or this coming season. Um, we bonding a lot, meeting up, eating together. So even the new guys are participating. So that's even different than last year. I don't feel like when I came in we bonded as much, but we was just so much better athletically. So that's a different standpoint we taking this year, like creating more of a brotherhood.
And so yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't keep up with the roster changes, but any kids in the situation that, from Tallahassee that came back?
Um, I know we got myself. We had a running back that just came from. He played at Lincoln. His name is Dorian Collier. I think his grandparents, his
Oh
granddad, dad, uncle. I think they all played here.
yeah,
Um,
I know that group.
you, you got Jalen Glaze. He's from Tallahassee. It's a few. It's about 10 or 12 Tallahassee kids still on the team. They didn't really go recruit and bring kids back like Simmons did last year, though. It was a few guys that entered the portal from Tallahassee, and they didn't really jump on them, and I was expecting them too. Like it was a few talented guys that could have definitely came in and helped us, but I mean, I'm sure that with the people that they chose, that they were very confident that they would also be able to help.
So you do you get into that worrying about some of the guys coming? Did that that you wanted to find out? You said the kids what that you thought they were gonna get, they didn't get. Do you watch that stuff?
If I see somebody that entered the portal that I think is talented, I'm gonna go on Twitter and say, "Hey, get this guy." At the coaches. I mean, it's up to the coaches at the end of the day if they want him or not. But I don't really pay too much attention to the guys that they're offering. I only really pay attention to the guys that's committing or signing because it don't really matter until you commit. You could post an offer all day or until you sign. So when I know you signed, then I know you FAMU, I know you're a Rattler. So then, okay, the conversation can begin. I can pick your brain, see how you can help us, your thoughts on the season and stuff. And also, why you came. Did you come here to win a championship or just put a little stuff on tape for your personal gain? Because I really want warriors around me who came to win another championship. That's my mindset.
All right. Oh, and you got a group of new coaches. I know you might miss Coach Rest, been knowing him for a long time, and Coach Simmons, the guys. But you got some new coaches over there. How do y'all interact during the spring?
Uh, I'm cool with the guys that we got that's new. I've been chopping it up with them. Like they all good spirited guys. They coach us pretty well. Offensively, I don't really have any new coaches. It's the same guys that was here. So I'm still comfortable with the staff that we got. We kept majority of the staff anyway, so it's like we got a few new guys, maybe 3 new coaches, 4 new coaches. The quarterback coach, he cool, stand up guy. So I like him a lot. I think he gonna develop our quarterbacks a whole lot. So
Okay. I want you to tell me one thing. What do you want FAMU fans to know about you and what your expectations are? Talk to the fans.
man, listen, man, I love y'all. Like, listen, I'm going out here and I'm wearing this orange and green, and I know it's a million people or however many people that done went to fam that I'm representing. Like, just know, like, none of this right here that I'm doing is just for me. It's all for you guys. I want to see smiles on you guys' faces. Like, listen, I love football. I want to be another guy from FAMU that makes it to the league. And shout out to all the support, man. Y'all are one of the hugest support and hugest fan bases in the nation. I love what y'all doing. Keep it going, man. Keep it going.